Hi, guys. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I am Marlene. I am the content creator for Living Your Best Life. Welcome, guys, to the show. Today, we're going to be talking about marriage. And we know that marriage is a pretty heated, hot topic. So, first of all, before I even get started and get into all of that, I got to shout out my members. Thank you to my members, Boss Life Online, Beverly Black, Barry Johnson, Tony Clopton, Melissa King, My Econ, Van Life with Gina, Edward Smart, Tracy Ocean Fire 777, Be Amazing Sylvia, Marlin Music Channel, Pittsburgh Artist Studio, Pandy's Hair Candy, and more, Dunamis Sound Mind Services, Team Ranger 92308, Time with Tiffy, Team Bill with Geo, I am Tracy Lee, Thrill Seeks, and our newest member, Miss Kim's $5 Bling Bling Emporium. Thank you guys so much for your support. And of course, before we get started, we got to start with the best Life Crew song. Welcome, everybody. Please like and share it out.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. What's going on? Welcome. I'm Marlene. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show, guys. I appreciate you guys taking some time out of your busy schedule to hang out with me, spend a little time on your Sunday. So I'm going to go right to the chat and see who's in the chat. First in Boss Life Online, she is one of the moderators of my channel. She is also a member of my channel, and Boss Life Online and myself, we have a channel together, Information Girls. I would appreciate if you or one of the moderators could drop a link to that channel. It's a channel, Information Girls is a channel all about YouTube information and more. So thanks for being here, Boss Life Online. Welcome in. Next in, we have Rashika Conyers. Hi, Rashika. Thank you always for coming in and supporting me on my videos and all of that. You're a great supporter for the channel, and I really appreciate you. And I hope you're having a great day so far, enjoying your Sunday. Hey, Miss Full Roller. Miss Full Roller is one of my moderators, also one of the team builders, and she also has an awesome channel. And we hang out on Saturday nights and have lots of fun on her channel. And we talk about all kinds of different topics on her channel. So it's just awesome. So thanks for being here, Miss Full Roller. I hope you're having a great day. Hi, Donna. Another mod on deck. Me and Donna have been hanging out here on these YouTube streets for a while. Dawn is very supportive. She has a great channel talking about lots of various topics, but the ones that I really have been enjoying lately are her crime stories. And if you are interested in crime stories, go and look at Donna Just Being Real's channel and look at some of her videos and leave a genuine comment. So, yeah, and Boss Life Online just dropped a link to the Information Girls. So thank you so much. Yeah, guys, I wanted to do this topic. I was thinking, what could I talk about today? That's always something as a YouTuber, we always like in our mind. What haven't we covered? What is it that we can do? So I got the idea to talk about marriage. What stream were we in? We were in somebody's live stream, and and they said something about marriage, and I said, you know what, I think that would be a good topic for the stream. So this is going to be part one. We're going to do a probably 3 or 4 part series on marriage, and this is just the first one. So today we're going to be talking about marriage. So many people that they are in love with the idea, the wedding, but they are not in love with the person. the concept, the idea of marriage. They're not in love with that. They're just all about trying to just get married, but they don't focus on being married. What does it take? What is behind the marriage to make it last? The person. And I think that people need to really focus and think about that sometimes, and not just think about getting married, but about staying married. So, yeah, that's the topic. In love with the wedding, but not the person or the marriage. So, let's get right into the topic. As always, guys, I want you guys to always leave your comments. What is your opinion? What do you think about this topic? Do you think a lot of times people, when they are getting married, that they are in love with the idea of being married, or they're in love with the idea of getting a wedding dress? They're in love with the arrangements, all of the things, getting engaged. They're in love with having parties. Or do you think that people really do love the person that they're getting married to? So let's get into it. Let me check out what's going on in the comment section. You were in team build? Okay. Yes. Yes, Sana. So let's get right into the topic, guys. I want to say, first of all, I am definitely a believer in marriage. I believe in marriage. And I do think it's possible that you can be in love with somebody for your entire life. I do believe that. But however, um, it depends on your situation, your family dynamic, your culture. There are some people that get married. Um, they get married, but they get married because other people in their families are getting married. They get married because they feel like it's the time, maybe because of age, because of competition. Maybe they are set up by their family members, because some people in other countries, they do have arranged marriages. So it's not really that they have found somebody, it's that their family has chosen somebody and then they get married. Yes, boss. Oh, yes, and Team Bill. Yes, you're right. Thank you so much for the reminder, Boss Life Online. If you look at history and culture, marriage is a concept and never was about the relationship between the two individuals in the marriage. Yeah, it's about what they receive, because in certain cultures, even down to today, some people, when they get married, the family gains inheritances because of losing that person, either a son or the daughter. Now they would get things, a home, cars, blah, 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 money. So I think it's called a dowry. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's called a dowry. So I really think it's important to look into this topic because, okay, let's think about it. A person gets to be a certain age, whatever age it is. Then the family arranges the marriage. By the time people get involved, all the parties that are planned, it's engagement parties. It's the what is it called? The one before the wedding. I can't think of it. Like the rehearsal dinner. So it's all these parties, engagement, party. And by the time people even forget to focus in on the relationship, dating each other, getting to know what each other wants, it becomes like a big pomp and circumstance, like just a big show, just a big, throw everything out there for everybody to see. Like, look at me, look at my dress, look what I have. But then they don't think about the person that they're getting married to. It's just about the money. How much money can I make? How much money do they have? But what about the person? At the end of the day, that's what it's really about. I know, it's wonderful to have a party. It's wonderful to, enjoy and celebrate love if you are in love. But I know a lot of times people are only getting married because the other person has this. They have a lot of this, and they want other people to be there to see them show off. See, I got it. I got the ring. Or that's another big thing too. Not, I wouldn't say not men don't do it, but most of the time it's the women. It's a big display about their ring. I got the ring, and then they're doing all the pictures showing off this big rock, diamond, whatever it is. But have you ever seen sometimes they're really sad? They don't really, you never see them together. It's always focused on the ring. I got the ring, I got the ring, and showing off the ring. But the person that they're with, they haven't took the time to really focus on the person. Who is the person that you're going to be connecting yourself to? Who is the person now that you are going to be changing your name for, changing your life for? I think that that's an important thing to look at. But sometimes people don't focus in on that. They focus in only on what they are going to receive monetarily or the parties. It's only in the recent that it's become a romantic thing, and that I don't know what IMHO means, Miss Full Roller. I'm sorry. From the romantic thing was promoted from a money making standpoint. It's a status thing, right, Miss Full Roller? You know, I love weddings. Don't get me wrong, guys. I love weddings. I love everything about the weddings. I love the beautiful flowers, the music, all of it. I'm there for the party, the reception. But, people focus so much on getting married, the party, the ring, who's going to be invited, who's going to sit at a certain table, that they don't even, I don't know, that they don't even go anything past, who are you now going to be settling down to? What is your life going to be like? The marriage, that's the important part, the marriage. But some people don't think about those things. Their focus is on the bachelor party, strippers, and more. Yeah. Their mind is not right. And I believe sometimes that people, they go all the way to left field. They're only thinking about, oh, I got the ring. I'm having this party engagement. They're having pictures together. It all becomes about all the show off. I got to show off my ring. I got to show off the venue that we're getting married to, show off where we're going to have the wedding at. Everything is just about the display to show everybody, and post it on their reel, on whatever social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, everything. It's all about that. But at the end of the day, it's about who you're with. That's why marriage back in the day took place between royalty to keep or grow the money and status of the family. If the relationship was important, there would not be child marriages. You're right, Miss Full Roller. You're right. Hey, Angela, welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Angela is another wonderful supporter of my channel. Very encouraging. She has a great channel, and she shows off her wonderful area that she lives in, North Carolina. So we appreciate Angela as part of the stream today. Drop in the comment section, Angela, and let us know, what is your view? What do you think about this topic? Let me put it up again for a second. In love with the wedding, but not the person, the marriage. So what is you guys' opinion about it? What do you think? I want you guys to chime in and tell me what you think about it. Because I know so many times, I have seen so many times, so many girls. I don't really see that many guys, but I'm sure maybe it happens with guys as well. But I have seen so many girls that have invested so much time in planning the wedding. They got to have this type of ring, and this type of this band got to go with this, and they got to have this, and the tablecloths have to be, and these certain flowers, and their hair has to be the certain way, and they got to choose a dress, and all of this. They're focused on all of those things. But what happens the day after the wedding? The life, the marriage. What happens to the marriage, the union of the two of you, blending your life together? What about that? That's a big, huge thing that people don't focus enough on. They focus so much on the engagement. They focus so much on getting married, about, trying to please everybody, trying to show off, trying to pretend that you have, because let's keep it real. A lot of times people go into so much debt in trying to get married. I've heard people have weddings for $100,000. That's more than some people's whole year salary that they're dropping on a wedding. When at the end of the day, how is that relationship? Do you guys have a strong relationship together? Um, I think it's broken. I think the system is broken. I feel like there's a lot of things that people should do before they even get into the marriage aspect. Hey, Edward Smart. Edward Smart is absolutely an awesome supporter. We thank you so much for being here today and for being a moderator of the channel, for also being a member of this channel. Thank you so much, Edward Smart. You're very much appreciated. And happy Sunday to you. Yep, as funny as what you said, you're absolutely right. Many aren't getting married because they want to, but are doing it because of cultural and societal expectations. Yes, that is a big, big thing. People are getting married because they feel like, especially, I'm just going to talk about the women right now. They would say, like, a woman, by the time you get to be 30, your clock is ticking. When are you going to have children? Pushed, forced. You need to have kids. What if that woman does not want to have children? I feel like family members have the expectation. Friends have expectation. But what about that person? What about the woman? What about the guy? What about the people who are in the relationship together? What about what they want? And I know for sure, because I have seen many a wedding, that sometimes the wedding planning gets taken over by the mother, or the mother of the bride, or the mother of the groom, stating what they want, that the bride and groom can't even get to enjoy their own wedding planning process because the parents take over, the cousins, the friends, other people. They don't even ask the bride and groom what they want. Yes. Yes, the bachelor party. A lot of people get messed up from that bachelor party. Hold on, guys. I just got to take a sip of water. My throat is dry. Yes, they love the bachelor party. That's why people should spend time getting to know one another instead of spending thousands. I would be okay with a small wedding or a Las Vegas wedding. Yeah. And that's why I'm saying, I'm not telling anybody what to do. This is not a thing. I'm not throwing any shade. If you have the finances to be able to afford having a big wedding, enjoy yourself, have a good time. But I'm saying it should be about what the bride and groom wants, about their relationship together, because I have seen so many times family members take over what the bride and groom want. They don't even ask them what they want. They start saying, you got to wear this type of dress, and you need to do this, and you got to put your hair up. What if the bride wants the hair down? What if the husband to be wants to have certain people in the wedding? Listen, that's why people should spend. I just read that. Yeah, you're right. Boss Life Online. You got to spend a little time getting to know each other. The most detailed, expensive wedding that we have ever went to was a bust. They got to the honeymoon. Bride told Hubs she just got married for the wedding and the honeymoon. He flew home that night. What? Angela, you got to tell us a little bit more about that. So wait a minute, you're saying that she got married just to get married and go on a honeymoon, and then she was done with them? We got to hear some more about that. We about to have church of it. You're right, Miss Full Roller. Hello, Avoidable Owl. Welcome. How are you? Thank you so much for coming. Appreciate you being here. We went to a wedding where the bride wore a $50,000 dress. 2 years later, divorce. See, those are the things that I'm talking about. It's not, you know, don't get me wrong, guys. If you have the finances to be able to afford that, I'm not saying don't, but my issue always has been people trying to show off, having this big wedding, and they don't spend any time focusing on who they're getting married to. Who are you getting married to? Do they have the type of qualities that you want in a wife? Do they have the kind of qualities in a husband? Are you guys aligned with the same type of goals? Because sometimes I've even heard crazy stuff that after people get married, one person wants to have children and the other person doesn't. And then they find out after they get married that they're not in agreement, like, I don't want children. And be like, what are you talking about? We're going to have children. And there you go. So they focus so much time on, I hate to say it, the passion, the lust part. And then they just, because it's time, because their parents, their friends, other people tell them it's time for them to get married. So they go and jump the broom, they go get married, and then they're unhappy because it's not a good fit. Not everybody that you like or somebody that you love does not mean that you should marry them. Some people just don't fit together. Some people don't blend together. Some people are just meant to be good friends. It's a major problem. This is a big topic that I see all the time. And it happens so much time in, what do you call it? I see it so many times, especially in the entertainment world. They get married and sometimes like the next day or a week, they already have split. I think the number one reason for so much spousal and child abuse. Okay. Yeah, Miss Full Roller. That's a big point. You know, just the abuse. Nobody wants to stick around. That's a big one. But my thing is, I think I read 56% of marriages end in divorce. So that over half. And guess what? The number one reason why people divorce. Guess. I want you guys to guess in the comment section. What is the number one reason why people divorce? Hey, Dave. Welcome, Thrill Six. Thrill Six is one of the members of this channel. He's also one of my Team Build with Geo playlist buddies, and he has a great channel. He goes around his area in the UK and he shows amusement parks. So it's really awesome. If you like that type of content, go and check it out. Thank you for being here. Hey, Juba. How are you? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday to you. Thank you for being a great supporter of my channel. There are many who have a vested interest in folks not taking time to getting to know one another before getting married. Follow the money. Yeah, follow the money. Because listen, okay, especially here is a big one, guys. What do you guys think about the prenup thing? Do you think people should have prenups when they get married? Or do you think that it should be whatever you bring in is what you take out? That all of these are important conversations, I believe, that needs to be had before people even go any further, even to engagement. You need to have these type of conversations. Yeah, and people follow the money because some people, once they get married, now they really, succeed financially, because if they get married, and they could get spousal support for the rest of their life. So it could be that too. They don't really care about getting to know the person. 50,000, yeah. It's like the amount of money they spend on a dress. It could be some people's whole year income on a dress. Oh, Angela's telling us about this. Okay, guys. She had a few cocktails, said she got swept up in the huge wedding plans, and she realized she didn't love him. No, no, hold on, wait a minute. She had a few cocktails, got swept up. So by the time he had proposed to her and said, let's get married, she should have known that she did not want to marry him. You know, you don't really care about somebody. You know, you really don't love them. But she wanted to probably show off and say, I got a ring. I'm getting married. But she didn't love him. All that money that was spent, all that time. And now on top of all of that, now the heartache, because she said she didn't love him. But what if he loved her? Now she caused him to have heartache and pain and the waste, all that wasted money, when you could just have a conversation and say, you know, I don't love you. You know, I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, you're right, Angela. It is to show off. That's most of the time. Most of the time when I see stuff like this, I think it's pathetic. It is to show off. That's what it's about. They get caught up in the temporary high of the ceremony. Yeah. You know, that. Have you guys ever seen what's that show called? Bridezillas? And they go around and they're like, no, I want this dress. No, bigger this. Like, put diamonds on that. A longer gown. That's not expensive enough. And telling people, you got to put your hair like this, and you got to wear these shoes, and you need to lose weight. It's like, it becomes like a fashion show instead of a display of love, where I think sometimes that's kind of not even what's going on when people have a wedding now. It's not even a display of love. It's just to show, you know, how you look in a dress, that you actually did get married. New trend, brides rent expensive wedding dresses. Oh, they rent expensive. Wow, so they don't even get to keep it. Yikes. If I'm spending all that money, I'm going to keep it. Yes, Casey got it. That is the number one reason people divorce. They don't agree on money. Either one person or both people don't agree on money. Either one person wants to spend a lot and one person wants to save, or they're reckless with their money. But that's the number one thing, is money issue. Hey, Casey, thank you so much for coming. Casey has an awesome channel where she talks about so much things about wellness, and I really enjoyed her stream today with Donna, her roommate. So if you guys haven't seen that and you're interested in it, go to her channel and check it out. Yes, hey. Yes, Boss Life Online, it's money. Money can cause people to, I'm telling you, one person says, oh, I can blow out all the money that's in the bank account, and the other person wants to save. It just doesn't blend. It just doesn't match. You guys have to have some type of agreement about how the money is going to be spent. That's a big, big deal. That's why you have to have at least 1.5 years of serious dating. So many people rush into marriage or moving in. Not good. Yeah. I don't know, Donna. You say 1.5 years of serious dating. I don't know, because I've known some people who have just dated for 3-4 months and they've been married 15, 20 years. So I really think it's just having serious dating, however long that is, like actually spending time together, getting to know each other. What are their ideals? What are their goals? What do they want? I think that's a big deal. But yeah, I think that you do need to spend time in getting to know each other, but it depends on whether if you knew the person already, because one of the big things, like people get married after all these years and they really do love like their best friend, like they've been friends for all these years and they finally decide to tell each other that they really do love each other. So I think in those instances, you don't have to wait a long period of time to get to know each other. But if you never knew each other, yeah, I can see why you need to spend more time. Yeah, it's a true statistic, Edward. Money. It is, really is. Financial or adultery. Yeah, that's, I think that was number 3. Number 1 was money. Number 2 was no, number 2 was adultery. Number 3 was, what is it? Uh Non-agreement about children. So one wants children, one doesn't. And then number 4 was, what is it? Irreconcilable differences. That means that you just don't agree, you just don't get along. So those were the top 4 answers. So Boss Life Online says she believes in prenups. Okay, Boss Life Online, we need a little bit excellent explanation. Why do you believe in prenups? My personal opinion, I think it depends on who you're getting married to. You know, that's how I feel. I feel if I have certain things, say I marry somebody who doesn't have anything, but then when we get married, they help me to be able to, you know, get lots of financial success. I don't think it would be right if we ever split for them not to get a certain amount of money because they help to make you who you are. But if, I don't know, I feel like it depends on the circumstance. It depends on circumstance. I I don't believe in marrying people, getting married that aren't ready to get married, because that's a whole nother topic. People get married and they know that they don't want to get married. They know they don't even love or care about the person. They know that there is for their family or because they are feeling lonely. They don't want to be alone anymore. It's so many reasons why people choose to get married. But False Life Online says she believes in prenups. What do you guys think? They didn't want to get married. Unplanned pregnancy, money, values clashing, reasons for divorce, marriage failing. Yeah. Also the abuse. That's another one that I read on Google about reasons why people divorce. And I was surprised that it's a lot of women that can be abusive as well. So you can't just say it's men being abusive. Hey, it goes both ways. So thanks for that comment, Miss Full Roller. Whatever you bring in, you should be allowed to take out. Okay, Edward, you said whatever you bring out. So what if you go into the marriage with a person and you help them? You help them to flourish. You help them to grow. Like their finances blow up, then your relationship doesn't work out. Don't you feel like you should be entitled to get some of that because you help them to succeed? I do. Like being honest, like I kind of made you who you are. Just saying. That's my belief. If you help somebody to grow, I feel like they should get a piece of it. Like Kanye said, we gonna prenup. Okay, Donna. I think what you bring in marriage, you keep. What you brought together, split. Okay. Yeah. I think yeah, I think it should be split. I do. I honestly do think it should be split. Now, no, if the person was a bum, they married you trying to live off you, then no, you don't get anything. But if you know how you came into the marriage, you know, you were a certain way, you got a certain amount of money, they got a certain amount of money, and when you came together, nothing really changed, you about stayed the same, then no, you each go your own separate way. But like, say you get married to somebody and they help you to become a multimillionaire or a billionaire, don't you think that that person should get some of that? Not all, but I think that you should get something. That's my opinion. Who adored her? Oh, he adored her. Oh, that's sad. That's sad, Angela. And that happens so many times. People get like it's needless. They get needless heartache. Their heart gets broken for no reason. Like, can you imagine? She marries him. They announce an engagement. They get married. They on the honeymoon. She decides this is it. She doesn't love him. She just wanted to go on a honeymoon. Like, ah, that's heartbreaking. That tears my heart apart. Yeah, it is a shame, Dave. Family, society, cultural business has a vested interest in folks not getting folks getting to know one another. Think of all the money that's spent trying to cope with fitting in with the expectation of getting married. Yep. They don't want you to get to know each other. It's always rushed, like hurry up and get married. Hurry up, hurry up. My husband never believed in budgets. I do. Okay. So, Angela, you said he never believed in budgets. So, how do you guys get along with the finances then if he never believed in budgets and you do? Okay. Angela said they were friends first. Awesome. That's why I can't stand the statement opposites attract. We really have to start questioning stuff that's considered traditional, as many times it's not in your best interest. Yeah, yeah. The question is living. Are they happily married or staying due to money, kids, or feel like they can't get anyone else? Yeah, you're right, Donna. That is a big question. Because how many times do you know people they get married by the time they have children? Life changes when you have children. Your body changes, or you age, you get older, and now you want different things because the age that you were when you got married, now you've seen things, you have different thinking, and you may not want the things that you wanted when you got married. So you may change and you don't want the same things. That's why it's important, to work on your marriage. And we're going to talk about this in another part because this is going to be a marriage series. I'm going to do another one, not next Sunday, because next Sunday I'm taking off. But am I taking off next Sunday? I don't think next Sunday. No, we're not taking off next Sunday. Is it New Year's? Well, whatever. It doesn't matter. We'll talk. I'll post that later. So are they staying together for the kids? That happens so many times. 20, 30 years later, people get divorced because they were just waiting until the kids get old enough. I can't imagine being in agony for 20 years just because you want to stay together for the kids. I can't imagine that. Yes, many of the marriages of the past that we hold up on pedestals were unhappy marriages. Yeah. And it happens all the time. It happens all the time. People are saying they were married 50 years, but they were always arguing, but they were mad. They were abusive to one another. They were sad. They never spent time together. They didn't go on vacations together. They didn't treat each other with love or respect. So we have to also look at, what happens after the marriage. It's one thing, all of the beautiful flowers and all the stuff, the ring, the wedding. And then when they get married, it's like all of that stops. So we're going to talk about that in the next one. I think next week we're going to do part 2 about marriages, and we're going to talk about something else in this marriage series. Donna, we've known people to stay in miserable marriages for the kids. Then sadly, everyone is miserable. You're right, Angela. So many times, and you have to understand that if, as a couple, as a husband and wife, if you are unhappy, those kids are going to be unhappy because they can tell when you're happy, being mean to each other, doing things that's unkind. You don't spend time together. There's no signs of affection, holding hands, a kiss. It's important for kids to see that. And if they don't see that, if all they're seeing is, arguing about money, arguing about them, arguing about bills, arguing about everything else, that nobody does anything wrong, that they don't compliment or appreciate each other, it's a big problem to stay together for that. I wonder if it was the guy who was coming in with less and the woman had more, would he agree to a prenup? That happens too. Yeah, that happens too. Because sometimes the woman can have more than a guy. It does happen. Let me see, where is the next comment? Thanks for all the comments, guys. Full exactly. When married couples brag about how long they are married, the question is it a happy relationship? No, no, no DV, no cheating, no disrespect. I feel if any of this is happening, it's not. Yeah. How many times do we see, especially in the entertainment world, how many times do we see all the cheating going on? That you find out that since they got married, they've always been committing adultery. They have always been physically, verbally, emotionally abusing them. They don't treat each other nicely. They don't spend time with their children. They don't take care of themselves. Have you ever seen some people, like when they first get married, you can see how beautiful they look when they're dating, fix their hair, they do this, or the guys, they dress a certain way, they keep their body looking really good. And then as soon as they get married, they gain all this weight. They don't take care of themselves anymore. Just like, as my mother would say, they throw themselves away. You got to take care of yourself so that you can keep whoever you're with, because who wants to be with somebody who that's who they married and then they go left? Because some people get comfortable and settled once they get married, and that's a big problem. Saying, okay, I ain't got to do anything anymore because I got you. You always have to do things to keep your relationship going. You got to. Angela, so true. Thank you, Edward. Yes, please like and share, guys, if you haven't already. I appreciate that, Edward. People change, and if you don't grow together, well, I say have your prenup in place. Yeah, I think that's important because, you got to be honest. You got to think, okay, like my dad always used to say, you have to, I always say, you have to see, okay, this is the best this person is going to be. My dad used to always say that to me, and it's realistic. When you see somebody, don't think that they're going to get better. You have to think that most likely it's going to get worse. Most likely it's going to get worse. So I think a lot of times, I can't say all the time, but sometimes women, they think that they can go into the relationship and change a person. They can change the person in the marriage. Okay, I don't like this about them, but once we get married, they're going to change for me. Once we get married, they're going to do whatever, lose weight, do whatever it is that the person may want, but you can't change anybody. Let's keep it real, guys. We can't even change ourselves. Sometimes we want to do things ourselves and we can't even change ourselves. So how do you think you can change somebody else? That's a major problem. You can't change nobody. Oh, okay. Thank you, Miss Full Roller. So no, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Him not believing in budgets affected how much we invested for retirement. He believed in making nice family vacation memories, nice cars for kids. I like to save. Okay. But you guys had to come to some type of agreement to make it work. That's the thing. You got to come to an agreement. Like, who's going to be over the bills? How are you going to spend money? Is the money going to be shared? But we're going to talk about that in another. We're going to talk about that in a part 2 or part 3 of this marriage series. Yes, they were married for 65 years, but couldn't stand each other for 70 years. Nope, that was not a typo. Oh, I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, hold on. 65 is. So they never got along. Miss Foroller, our 85-year-old neighbors just divorced, married 62 years, blew us away. Yeah, it can happen because listen, maybe in the beginning, maybe everything was good, but I'm telling you guys, I have seen it. So many people, they get comfortable in a marriage. When once they get married, they just say, I got you. So now I'm going to let myself go. They don't, like think about the things that you did when you were dating somebody before you got married to them. You were most likely going to the gym. You kept yourself up really good. Girls, hair done, makeup, nails, guys, fresh haircut, going to the gym, working out, keeping themselves looking really good. And then when they get married, they sit on the couch eating cupcakes and donuts, gain 30, 40, 50 pounds, and then wonder why, oh, you don't think I'm attractive anymore? No. You need to get up and get off your butt and do something. Get yourself looking good. So we got to stop being comfortable in relationships. We got to think, are they going to be attracted to me? That's an important topic too. Married for 50 years, but got 2 or 3 families across town. How is that a happy marriage? Oh my goodness, Miss Full Roller, we hear that all the time, don't we? All the time that they have another 2 or 3 baby mamas. So they spreading their love all over the world. Or especially, don't we hear about this all the time? Like people, especially people who travel for their job, that they got one wife here, got another wife in another state, another wife in another state, and none of the wives knew about it because they travel for their job. So every time they travel, they go and stay with each of their families until one day it comes out. But it happens so many times. Yeah, and like Miss Full Roller said, that's not a happy family. That's not. I think many are in love with the wedding as it is the only day that is theirs and where the attention is on them. Yeah. Well, so let's talk about this for a second, guys. What do you guys think about? Do you think it should be all of this big display? Big display, I don't know. My personal view is it should just be the husband and the wife, and they go off by themselves and get married somewhere. I really don't think it should be involved with everybody else. That's between them. But that's my personal view. I don't think it should be all of this big thing with all these people because it starts to become complicated the more people that you add. That event is meant to be for the husband and the wife, not the mother, father. While that's your child, but that's now their family. I don't know. I may think a little bit differently from y'all. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, it's crazy. As you know what? The way you got me is the way to keep me right, Donna. So many people forget that. They forget, do your hair, do your nails, get a haircut, go to the gym, buy flowers, do things sweet for each other, call each other in the middle of the day. Like, okay, then once they get married, everything falls off. No, it's like, when's the last time you called me to tell you I care about you? Or even simple things like buying your favorite perfume or flowers or dessert or, game that you like or something, an item of clothing. I don't know. But I'm telling y'all, don't think you're going to keep somebody putting on 60, 70 pounds. Because listen, everybody got eyes to be looking around at somebody else who is keeping themselves up. I'm just being honest and real right now. Before marriage, you should try to make a good impression. After the marriage, that beer gut appears. Edward. No, that's opposite of what I'm saying. No, that's the problem. People get too comfortable. No beer gut. No, no, no. No, if the couple wants to have a big wedding, then that's fine, but not others dictating how the wedding should go. Yes, that's a big problem, Miss Fuller, and I see it all the time. I can't say it because I don't know many American families, but I see it a lot with people who are immigrants. The family, the mothers, aunties, grandparents all take over, and they're like, okay, she's going to wear this dress and this shoe, and the flower girls are going to have this color, and they're already choosing who the flower girls will be, and you got to have this person in the wedding. Like, they take over and dictate everything, so it doesn't even become something that the bride or the groom even recognize. Like, they just show up, and it's nothing that they want, it's nothing that they like. So got to be careful about how much you allow family to get involved in your process. No, ever smart. No, no beer gut. No beer gut. I'm telling y'all, keep yourself up, guys. Make yourself look appealing. Women, ladies, how you were looking. Think about how you were looking when you were dating them. Most likely you were putting on a little makeup. You used to get your hair done. You were going to the gym. You kept yourself up looking good. You had most likely had a job. You had a life. There were things that you did. You got to remember too that you have to maintain a life after marriage, that your whole life can't be wrapped up in the person you're married to. But that's going to be on part 2 or part 3. We're going to go into that a little more on the next one. I think that men think it's okay for them to get fat, but not the woman. That's not right. I am not starving myself if he is going to get fat. Listen, I'm not trying to throw no shade and saying, life doesn't happen. I'm not saying that you're not going to gain weight, your body's not going to change, but I'm saying don't think, okay, now I'm married, so you stop going to the gym, so you stop going for exercise, keeping yourself looking good. When's the last time you got a haircut, got your hair done, did your nails, put on some makeup, look attractive? You want to still have your mate be attracted to you. And if you think you're just going to walk around like you just woke up, I'm just saying, don't think that their eyes are going to stay on you. Their eyes are going to get focused on somebody else who is actually keeping themselves up. And I do agree with your standard too, Boss Life Online. Sometimes it will be a double standard that a man can walk around with a big beer belly, and then the woman has to stay like she was on her wedding day. And that ain't going to happen, because most of the time, the women, especially a woman who has had children, she's gained pregnancy weight. It's harder for a woman to keep herself up, but it goes on both sides. You got to be supportive of each other. Maybe go to the gym together, maybe go exercise together, but you got to do things together. For me, the physical part does not bother me. It's the attitude change that tends to happen once the ring is put on. I'll take a caring, loving one who might have put on weight versus the one who is now yeah. I understand, Miss Full Roller. I understand that part. It's that part right there. I'm going to say I'm petty. Maybe I am. I think I am a little petty. I want to, I'm not saying that a guy is not going to change and stuff, but I'm just saying I keep myself up very well. So I don't think I would like for somebody to be like gain 60 pounds. It'd be a major problem for me. I'm just being honest. Yeah. Read my previous comment just above, please. Did I miss it, Angela? I saw you had a beer mug, some beer mugs. Oh, here it is. I swear he wanted me to sign a I won't get fat prenup. He said it was a joke, that nut. Yeah, that's the thing. Like I think everybody has standards of what they want and how they think marriage is supposed to be and how you're supposed to look and the ideals and all of that stuff. That's why it's important to talk about all of that stuff. Prenup. Okay, Angela. You're not supposed to look like a nightmare. You can look good no matter if you have put on some weight. I get that. Yeah, I'm just saying, keep yourself up. Look desirable. Look desirable. Don't just like throw yourself away. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Um, so next week we're gonna talk about, I don't know. We're going to continue. I'm going to put it on a poll, I think, on the community tab. And I'll ask you what you guys want next Sunday's talk to be. Because today we talked about the marriage in love with the idea, the wedding and all of that stuff. So you guys let me know in on the community tab post or even in here right now. What do you guys want next week to be? Let me know that too. Okay. Thank you, Donna. Appreciate you. Let's get real. Life gets easier for men once they get married versus women. More so if she is still working. Before they got married, they were separate households. Yeah, most of the time it's easier for a man because he's probably not going to have to wash his clothes. He's not going to have to cook. So but most of the time it's harder for a woman, especially if she has to move away from her family and all of that stuff. Yep, date smart, not thirsty. That's a good topic, Donna. Don't be thirsty. I think everyone should talk about this kinds of things before marriage and agree on things. Listen, see that's the thing is people don't talk. Let's be honest for a second, guys. They're so busy having, making out, intimacy. They're focused on what's going on in the bedroom that they don't spend any time to focus on the reality of life. Like, what do you want? Who are you? What kind of person are you? Got to spend some time getting to know each other. Yes, love that, Donna. See ya. Yeah. Yeah, it is a good slogan. So I really enjoyed this live stream. I enjoyed the topic. I did feel like it's just enough for us to go into what we're going to talk about next week. Next week, we're going to go into part 2 of marriage. I really enjoyed this, guys. Well, if you said you love me and I gained 20 pounds and you got a problem, well, hit the road, Jack, and take your children with you. That's so funny. Them hormones doing the thinking. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That is a major problem. Them hormones be acting up and they're thinking, like my mother would say, they're thinking with their privates instead of their brain. You got to think with your brain. Is this really the person that is going to match with me in the future? Is this the person that I can grow with? Is this the person that I can see myself having children with? Is this the person that I can allow myself to be vulnerable with? All of that. That part. Yes. Thank you, Edward. I appreciate all you guys for being here. I just want to tell you guys, thank you so much for supporting me. Thank you for supporting the channel. And as always, guys, you guys are always welcome to join my membership. I got my membership on my channel, 3 different levels. I would love to have you guys. We're going to have another members only live stream coming up in 2 weeks. So that's for the members. And also, I have CTFO, my work from home business. So all of that will always be linked in the description box of every single video. I would love for you guys to support me there. And of course, you guys know there's Super Chat, there's Cash App. So however you guys want to support me, I appreciate you guys. And yes, I enjoyed the conversation. It was great. Thank you, everybody. I really enjoyed it. Thank you, everybody, for their support. And I hope everybody has a great evening. I appreciate you guys and look forward to next week, Sunday, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to go into part 2 of this marriage, and it's going to be a good one. This is not going to be what you think. It's going to be a little bit different than what you think. So I will see you guys next week, Sunday. Thank you so much for being a part of my channel. Thank you to those who are my members, and thanks to those who watch my videos. I appreciate all of you guys. And I will see you guys on the next week's live stream. Bye-bye, guys.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself.